Hey guys, so this is going to be my non-beauty favourites. So I'm gonna start off. First, I'm gonna start with events and everything. So this year's is when I properly got going to comic conventions, cosplay, everything like that. The best Comic Con I went to would have to be Birmingham Comic Con. The one that was in the summer, not the one that was in the winter. I didn't go to the one that was in the winter. I went to the one in the summer. The least favourite one was probably be Leicester Comic Con, just because of the venue. Most of the time I was outside because I thought I was going to die of suffocation. It was so hot in there. And there's me walking around as the Joker. I'm not even serious. I thought I was going to pass out with Joker with the purple jacket on and everything. I thought I was going to die. I'm not even overreacting here. Like, it was proper bad. Like, all they had was fans. Like, if they had aircon, it would have been a lot better. Or change the goddamn venue. Like, it was just so hot. I thought I was gonna die. Obviously, Birmingham Comic Con is where I met Michael Landes, which was amazing. Again, it was a little bit cringy because right, it was a little bit cringy because like I was there and it was so quick and I was just like my brain switches off anyway, so I was there with him and we took the photo and it was like next, but I didn't hear that we should go straight. I was like, oh shit. So I went and it goes what to me, it goes like, yeah, it goes pretty quick. I'm like, yeah, it does. So that was good. Like, and then obviously there was Keith Lemon talking about his TV show, which I did get to see. It was pretty funny. And we was talking about that. I can't remember what it's called now. It's when he does spoofs of like Star Wars and everything like that. It's on ITV1. So he was talking about that. I remember my brother was pretty fuming because I didn't tell him Billy Piper was there, but he gave me money to get an autograph, so that was cool. Overall, I loved the experience. Like, it wasn't too packed. It was packed, but because it was such a big venue, it was alright. Not like the other one, Manchester. Manchester is another one I wasn't a massive keen on. Just that one was more so because it was crowded and it was horrible, and yeah, not horrible, but there was just so many people. Like, you literally had to, you know what I mean? It was like, where it was, Birmingham, it was more open, and the Leicester one, I just didn't like the fact there was not enough aircon. I thought I was going to die. And then obviously Derby Comic Con is where I came runner-up as Poison Ivy, because, yeah, I will, I'm going to sell and insert a picture. I won't. But I won, dressed up as Poison Ivy. Well, there wasn't going to be a runner-up. Like, literally, that's what they told us. They told us there wasn't going to be a runner-up, but it was like, yeah. But I got runner-up, and I am happy. As Poison Ivy, I'm like, yes, I was buzzing. I won these cupcakes with, like, they were, like, made and like, handmade, and had, like, different designs on them. They were so nice, but, yeah, I was so happy that I came runner-up. Next year, I'm hoping to actually win Derby Comic Con. I don't know who I'm going to be dressed up as, but I'm torn, right? It's between, I'm thinking of getting another costume, even though I said I wasn't going to. Either Doctor Strange, it might be going as Doctor Strange, or the villain out of The Mummy, the one with Tom Cruise in it, or Enchantress. But the Enchantress one, I'm going to have to get a taxi there and back, because I ain't getting on the bus dressed like that. I'm just saying. And then obviously this year I did ultra white collar boxing. For the first time, I was in a boxing ring raising money for charity. I really enjoyed that. I didn't win, but I did really enjoy the experience and everything like that. And it made me carry on with it, like carry on with training and everything like that. Even if I don't get to, my goal isn't to get to like amateur level or anything like that. I'm happy to just carry on doing charity boxing matches. It's just the whole experience has just given me that confidence, and it's just made me feel, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I'm more of like I wouldn't say as a happy person, but it's helped me deal with things and deal with my feelings that I may have. It's hard to explain, but either way I enjoy it, and it just makes me happy. And yeah, so I'm carrying on like doing training. I'm at a different gym. Oh my god, let's talk about one gym I was trying to find out. Right, so originally I left the gym, the one that we changed all through Ultra collar boxing, and I decided to try. So I was looking for another gym. Went to one. Oh my god, there's this guy so up his arse. I was like, you know what I mean? Like, he was so rude. I couldn't understand. There was a guy who owned it, and there was this other guy who was so up his own arse. I was like, you know what? Forget you. I can't deal with you. So then I went to another one, and even though it is more money, I do prefer that one just because, like, they're a lot more kinder. It's just, they understand. You know what I mean? Like, you have, like, I just, ugh, like, so rude. The other thing, I can't remember what is it called again. Box Fit, I think. Can't remember where the place is in Derby now. Either way, I was not happy. I'm not happy. I was not happy at that place. I was like, I ain't going back there. So I went to. So I'm training at Commonwealth Academy, and I'm really enjoying that. So yeah. So there's that. Another favourite is this Lulu Guinness radio/speaker. This is the only thing that I'm going to be able to afford for a while from Lulu Guinness. If you don't know who Lulu Guinness, she's actually like a bag designer, a very expensive bag designer. Like, I'm talking very expensive. Like, you can get bags on QVC, and I don't think it's ever going to happen. They're really nice, but the price is like, oh, it's painful. But she teamed up with, I think it's VQ, to come up with this design, and it's obviously got Lulu Guinness there, and you get red. You could get red, black, and I believe another colour, but I decided to get red. But VQ have announced recently that they're going to announce another collab with Lulu Guinness. So I don't know if it's going to be like another product of theirs or something, but I'm excited for that. But yeah, this was not cheap either. It's funny because a lot of people were like, why did you spend that much for this radio? You get another radio exactly say the same thing without Lulu Guinness design, wait for a lot less money. But it's like, it's Lulu Guinness. If you like Lulu Guinness, you're going to get it. You know what I mean? Like, it's got Lulu Guinness's name on it. So I'm still going to get it, guys. I'm still going to get it. Another favourite is this phone case. I got this from Wraps, and basically you upload a photo or whatever design you want and they print it onto a case. And yes, this is the Joker. Another favourite, talking about favourites, is my phone. I can't actually show you because I'm filming it. It's the Samsung S7, I believe, and it's the pink one. But yeah, I've really enjoyed it. I honest to God won't understand why people prefer Apple over Samsung, because I've enjoyed my experience with this phone more so with the iPhone and stuff. So yeah, but I've really enjoyed this phone. I've not had any problems. A really good thing which I like, but apparently this thing can malfunction, is if you've been in a place, because this is waterproof, the actual ports aren't actually water protected, so they can still sort of get water in it or moisture. What happens if you've been in an area like that and you come to plug your phone in, it literally says it refuses to charge your phone until it's dried out, which is so freaking cool. Like, because obviously most issues why phones die or whatever is because they've gotten wet and you're not knowing it and the phone not recognising it. It will just charge it, and that's when that's when it breaks and stuff like that. I thought that was a cool feature, but yeah. Next are these trainers. These are the Nike Air trainers. I got these off the site Spock. If you don't know what that is, it's a second-hand shop. You can say it's a bit like eBay, but yeah. But it's more towards areas near you and stuff. You should check it out. But I picked these up. I really like these trainers. Like, they feel so light on the feet. Like, it feels like you're not wearing anything on your shoes, which is really good for like running and everything like that and doing exercise and everything. They're really comfortable. As you can see, they have got air like holes in. I think that's why it's called air, so your feet can breathe. But obviously when it comes to rain and stuff, water's going to get into it. But they do help make your feet breathe, and they are really, really light. Like, I really like these. Another pair of shoes are these Doc Martin shoes. Oh, I love these. My first proper Doc Martens. Like, look at the design, guys. Look at the design. They do take a while though to wear in. Like, you can be uncomfortable for quite a few months before your feet get, you know, comfortable and everything. I do recommend that you actually try and find a shop instead of buying them online, because these are, what size are these? I think these are a size smaller, because usually I'm a size 6, but when I was at the store I tried the size 6, they were quite big, so I went for a size 5, and the guy was like, yeah, these look a lot better on you, and they'll stretch a bit anyway. Also, I got a discount. He asked me, are you a student? I was like, no. I was like, that's a shame. You were to get 10% discount. He gave me 10% discount anyway. Whoa. So I still got 10% discount on these, even though I'm not a student. So I was happy about that. Next thing is this hat, which I got from Loot Crate. If I can... Yeah, all of you just fall on the floor. I don't care. This Pikachu hat, which... is inside out. That's great, Cinnamon. It's inside out. This one I brought from the loot vault. I brought 2 old loot crates from past months, and one of them had a Pikachu hat, and I just love this. When I got this, it was around summer as well, so I couldn't really wear it, but now I'm just wearing the shit out of this hat, but it's just so cute and adorable. So yeah, there's that. Next is this sexy bomber jacket, and this is the Joker. You don't understand how obsessed I am with this jacket, guys. Look at the back. Come on, guys. Wait, it's got his face and everything in large. I picked this from Soft Kitty Clothing. Oh my god. I remember seeing this advertised on my Instagram, and then it was advertised on my Facebook, and it was like, yeah, you're trying to tell me something. I knew this jacket, and I got this jacket, and I'm so happy with it. Like, oh, I only wear it, like, I rarely wear it now, because I don't want to stick it in the washing machine and it all goes weird. But yeah, this is freaking awesome. Like, I love this so much. And I love Soft Kitty Clothing website as well. I do definitely recommend, if you're a geek and everything, to go on that website, because you get Harry Potter merch, just everything, Ricky and Morty, Suicide Squad, as said, like, just everything. Just check that website out, because it's really pretty cool. And this jacket, I freaking love it. Like, I love it to death so much. Next is this lace top. I'm a massive fan of lace top, of lacy stuff, but it's like half lace, half like velvety stuff. It's not real velvet, but this is pretty cool. I picked this up, I believe I got this from Next. Yes, it was from Next. Oh yeah, I remember now. I saw it when in the Next, where did I see it? Which Next did I see it? I saw it in the one near where, in a different retail part anyway. It wasn't in town, and I didn't have the money at the time. I got paid next week, and it was like going back there. I was like, oh. So I just went to the Next in town, and they had it, and I was like so happy. I'm just like, yes, I love this. So this is like my go-to top every time I go out on a night out. I just reach for it because I just love it so much. Then next is bag. Oh my god, this bag, I love it so much. This bag gets me so much attention, but I got this from I believe it's, was it Birmingham or Manchester Comic Con? It might have been Birmingham Comic... No, it was Manchester. Yeah, it was Manchester, because it was the time I met that guy. It was Manchester Comic Con I got this. Just look how freaking cool it is. It did have a chicken on... another piece of chicken on this bit, but it came off. But come on, guys, look how cool. It's not very practical, because I wear makeup half the time, so it's like sticking it in here, but when I do wear it, it gets attention. But I love it so much. It's so delicate, and just, I love it. Next thing is Until Dawn. I know this was out like ages ago, like we're talking like 5 years ago, but yeah, I played it this year and I really enjoyed it. I know beforehand I watched PewDiePie play it, but I don't even remember. I didn't like remember anything from when he played it, but really enjoyed it. Definitely recommend this if you've not played it. Another game is Rhyme. Oh, this is when I went to Manchester Comic Con as Rhyme. That one, I made my own costume. And I was like, never again is that happening again. Never again am I doing it. I'll probably end up doing it again, making my own costume. Like, I'm thinking Enchantress, just going out there and making it, because you can't really get the cosplay, but making it, that's why I wanted to, like, anyway, this game is a puzzle game. Usually I'm not a massive fan of puzzle games, I'm really shit at puzzles and everything like that, but I really, really enjoy this. It's a puzzle game with a story. I just enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Another game which I enjoyed, which is I've got only a download, which is Into the Woods, I believe. That one I really enjoyed that game as well. Definitely recommend that. It's a very strange game, but it is good. It is good. It's one of those games where it gets weirder and weirder and weirder as you play it, but it is a really good game. Right. For books, I have Geek Riella. This one I really enjoyed. It's a tale. It's a twist on Cinderella. So instead of Cinderella going to the ball, she's going to a Comic-Con convention. It's basically that sort of thing with it's a different turn to it. I definitely do recommend it. If you're a fan of Cinderella or if you are a geek and like going to Comic-Cons, I definitely recommend that you try it. And this was the first book which I got from a recommendation off of YouTube, which I actually liked. Just want to point that out, because usually the ones that people recommend, I'm like, yeah, whatever. But this one, I actually enjoyed it. And the next one is Arrival. This is a book which contains short stories. The short stories are so compelling. Now, I wasn't sure whether to include it or not, because I was a bit pissed, because I thought the whole book was about the film Arrival. It's only a short story that's in there about Arrival. And funny enough, that short story wasn't my favourite short story from the book. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Like, the short stories were compelling and everything. I'm just a little bit bitter about this, because I don't actually think the original anyway, with all the short stories, were even called Arrival. But I'm just a little bit tingy about that name, a bit bitter about it. But I did really enjoy the short stories in this. And then another book is The Rain. This is like an apocalypse sort of thing. Like, the rain ends up killing people because it's like, is it acidic? If I can remember. Either way, it's killing people. You drink it, you die. It hits your skin, you die. That sort of thing. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. Yeah, it's quite a good book. I have read The Storm, the sequel to this, but I prefer The Rain. The original, the first book anyway. The next one I have is Nixon by John Nixon. This is Debriefing the President, the interrogation of Saddam Hussein. Honest to God, I highly recommend that you read this. I highly recommend it. You will find some of the comments Americans are like, this is sacrilegious. Read it. So it's about John Nick. It's literally about interviewing Saddam Hussein, and it goes into like bits of what had happened, like if he hadn't have died, if they hadn't have executed him. It's really good read. I do definitely recommend it. You need an open mind though to read this. Like, if you're a mad-ass American, then just read it. Come back to me, read it, and then come back to me if you believe the same thing. Definitely recommend that. And then I have two books here by Joel. There's a third one that I've not actually got that yet. You've got Happy, and then you got Sadness. It is looking at mental health. I really, really, really enjoyed this. I love the illustrations in the book. And yeah, I love reading it. It's by Robinson and Melissy, something like that. And this one's signed because I saw him, I think it was Leicester Comic Con, and this one I actually just brought, so this one's not signed. But yeah, I do definitely reckon you give it a go. As I said, it is awareness of mental health, and it looks at different emotions. So there's happy, there's sadness, and there's another one which is anger. But yeah, I do recommend that you give these a go. I'll probably have to write down the link. Put a link in the description on where to get them. Another one I have is Vote Loki. A lot of people hate this because, especially Americans, it reminds you of a certain president. Yeah, we're talking about Donald Trump, but I really enjoyed this read. I really enjoyed reading this. Yeah, I said some people are a bit better, but that's probably because, it's bringing back memories. It's bringing back real. It's too truthful to what's happening in America right now. But yeah, I do definitely recommend you give this series a go. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. And then another graphic novel is Batman, Arkham Asylum. I really enjoyed this. Basically, Batman ends up in the asylum and everything, and you meet close and personal all the villains that are there. It's really good. Like, definitely recommend it if you're a fan of Batman, because I really enjoyed it. This was the year I got introduced to The Room by PewDiePie. I had no idea I've never heard of this film before. And then PewDiePie was talking about it. Then he played the game their fan made, and then I was like, I need to see this. And I watched it and I thought it was hilarious. But I remember I've heard things where he made it. It was meant to be a comedy, so it's weird how it says there black comedy, because it was meant to be serious. Bless his heart. Oh, and then obviously they did recently that film, the disaster movie, a film about making The Room. But yeah, do definitely recommend you give it up. You give it a go. It is a bad film, but it's bad, but it's good. One of them films. Next one is Batman the Lego Movie. I really liked the Lego Movie, so I thought I'd give Batman Lego Movie a try. I didn't watch it straight after it came out. I did leave it a bit, and then I saw it and I was like, I really, really liked it, so I'm like, yep. And then the last one is Train to Busan. This one I didn't think I would like. This was advertised when I was at Birmingham Comic Con. You got a little leaflet advertising the film. I saw it, really enjoyed it. I'm not usually a fan of zombie films, but I really did enjoy this one. And then another movie which I don't have to reach, but Spider-Man Homecoming. Oh my god, that film, nothing can beat it. Not even Thor Ragnarok at the minute. I loved Spider-Man Homecoming, and I can't wait to get it on DVD. I just loved it so much. Next we have Draco Malfoy's wand. My brother went to Hogwarts and I gave him money to get me either Draco Malfoy's wand or Lovejoy, I think her name, Luna Lovejoy's wand. He got me Draco's, which is pretty cool. He then took in a keyring. He just bought this for me, and it's Slytherin's keyring. I realised this video is going to be longer than the beauty favourites. It's all adding up. I swear this is 30 minutes long. The beauty one's only 18 minutes. This is way past that now. So next thing is this Trico. I picked up the Last of the Guardian, the deluxe version from Amazon. I remember it coming in. It was all the manuals and everything were all in. It was Japanese. I was like, the game better not play in Japanese. The game played in English, but everything, all the writing and stuff. Is it Japanese? No, I think it's Japanese. It was some different language. It might have been Japanese, but I really wanted this, and look how cute it is. I'm not gonna lie, I've not finished it. I got stuck. The problem I had with the game is the camera angles were glitchy as hell. That was annoying, and on top of that, you got Chico actually acting like an animal. So, it wasn't... Chico could be very problematic to try and get Chico to do something. It could take 5 minutes before it'll actually do what you want it to do, which I liked it because it acted like an animal, but like a real animal. But it was kind of really annoying at the same time, and the camera angles just did not help whatsoever. The camera angles were so annoying, and then you'd end up in a situation where you were stuck. Your character was stuck because of the camera angle, and you thought, I'm gonna have to turn this off and turn it on again. Eventually, it unstuck itself, but it just drove me insane. So I've not actually played it that recently, but I just got stuck on that, and I was like, forget it, give up. But I will eventually go back to it and actually finish it off. And next I have is this lovely funky. Can we just take some time and appreciation of how detailed those eyes are? Look how glittery they are. It looks freaking awesome. Everyone knows this, the villain from Doctor Strange, but can we just... I love the detail. I saw this at Comic Con, because I originally saw it on Amazon, and I saw it at Comic Con, I just grabbed it. But yeah, it's the detail of the eyes is just so freaking awesome. And then I have this, which was from a loot crate, which is Spider-Man just hanging down like so on a lamppost. This is just like a grey version. There was another version. I'm so glad I got this version. It just looks so freaking cool. And then finally I have this one, which was also from a loot crate, and this is a replica of Captain America's shield, and it just sits on here like so. I then also got that feather tattoo, which was the most painful thing I've ever experienced in my life. I'll link down below my original video, if I will, just so you can see the photo of it. But yeah, that is it for my non-beauty favourites, so bye guys.